Hello, students. Today we're going to talk about decentralized finance with AI. Namely, we're going to talk about how we can use the AI technology to help us to go from centralized finance to decentralized finance. So I call this project Decentralized ETF. What is that? I'll be short and sweet. ETF is an exchange traded fund, like for example, the S&P index. If you want to buy it, you cannot buy the index. You buy the ETF. So there are companies making ETF and you can sell it. The market size for ETF, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to disrupt the market, you need to do a slide like this. Market size as of July 26, 23. Now I'm in 24 actually. Now it's 12 trillion. But back then it was $9.6 trillion. $9.6 trillion. This is a significant increase. In 2003, it was $204 billion. So the ETF business is growing fast. ETF fees, so they charge between 50 to 100 basis point. 5 to 0.1% to 0.04%, so 10 to 50 basis point. So the annual fees as of today, 23 actually, not today, 24, is $28 billion. So this is business, $11 trillion asset under management is ETF. Every year, $28 billion or $29 billion are fees in this business. So the ETF concept that I'm suggesting, decentralized ETF, is create your own ETF to help you. First, you need to go to buy it from somebody to do this package. You can create your own ETF. For example, if you want to buy the Colorado portfolio, there is no ETF called the Colorado portfolio, or there is no index called Colorado portfolio. So with this, you can create your index, and then you can make your entire portfolio in Robinhood. You can turn it to be an ETF. So there's a lot of advantages of this new technology. How I do it? This centralized ETF current status. Investors at the current status, which is centralized ETF. Investors, if you want to buy S&P or any index you cannot buy it, but there are companies making the index that you like the S&P is an index, nobody buy it. But Invesco, Vanguard, and other doing S&P index, like they copy the S&P index and you buy it from them. So the way it works is investors like University of Colorado, any universities that you have retirement, your retirement are an ETF. So what happened? They hire a company, the company buy it from the seller of ETF. The seller of ETF buy it from the market. For example, Vanguard, if Vanguard doing your retirement, then your money you going to Vanguard. Vanguard buy for your S&P index or any index you want, but that you buy it from Vanguard, and then Vanguard go into the market to buy it. If you go to Robinhood, you have account and you put $10,000, you want to buy the S&P index or the NASDAQ index or any index, you want to buy it as an ETF. Then you go to Robinhood, you buy it from Vanguard, you buy it from Fidelity, from Schwab, they have indexes. Basically, you're not buying this from the market, you buy it from the seller. The proposed decentralized is investors directly buy the ETF directly from the market, not through a seller. So what I did here, I created an AI machine learning. So they go, when you type something like, I want to buy, like you said here, I want to buy, for example, the Colorado portfolio. So I did the large language model. And then when I say that, I see that my machine, when we see, I want to buy the Colorado portfolio, then go on there and see what companies are in Colorado. And then they can say, here's the Colorado portfolio. All right, the second step is sort of glitch here. I need to fix it. The second step is you do it. For example, you can say, buy me the S&P. Instead to buy it from Vanguard or others, the AI machine, the large language model, go into the market, pick up the stocks for the S&P and buy it for you. So I do that through OpenAI and API models. How I'm gonna monetize? So when you do new ideas in finance or any business, if you're an entrepreneur, the first question say, yeah, we like the way you do it, but how are you gonna monetize? Well, we're gonna monetize similar to the Robinhood model. Asset under management, spread from each trade, margin to access cash, you get some money from that. So here I have some information about the top 10 largest ETF, like the S&P index for $27 billion, the iShare Core S&P 500, $350 billion, Vanguard S&P is a $334 billion. So that's amazing. And then you have a prototype design feature already created that. And then you can have an each tab. I have a tab movers, key indexes, VIX, Dow, and this. Another tab about trading platform where you can see buy me the Colorado portfolio, buy me the S&P, and then user portfolio so you can see your portfolio, how it looks like. Your homework. Your homework is twofold. The first one is discussion. So I'm gonna share this video, centralized, decentralized, and all what I want from you is in the discussion to talk about your idea to take a centralized market to make it decentralized. Here is example that I want to explain to you, centralized, decentralized again. Here's another example. The Visa card. The Visa card is a centralized. When you go buy from a store, grocery or liquor and food or anything, you pay with the credit card. In theory, that's a centralized. In theory, you buy from Visa, Visa take money from your account, but Visa charge, so the restaurants or the store charge Visa and Visa pay them. So basically I buy from Visa, but for the store, basically the client is Visa. So everything go through Visa. So we call this system as trust. We both trust Visa. So when I say I have Visa, I cross it. So they trust me. The decentralized, you didn't need to have a trust because you go directly peer-to-peer between this. So credit card is example. So that's the reason we have cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is a peer-to-peer. Another example is, for example, Zillow. If you want to sell your home in Zillow, you put your home, you put this. So Zillow is a centralized. Meta, which is Instagram, is a centralized. There's a lot of Uber. Uber is centralized. You want to take a ride, you're the passenger, there's a driver. Between the both, we meet in Uber. Uber makes this, and the difference between what I pay, what the driver get, the difference going to Uber. So that's another example of a centralized finance. I want you to come up idea with a decentralized finance. For example, another idea. If you want to send a package from Denver to Colorado Springs, so the way you do it maybe with FedEx or UPS or other companies. But suppose, so they charge you money for this service. Now, suppose somebody in Denver is going to Colorado Springs to see, have a concert. Decentralized will be, for example, you put something, hey, I want to send a package. So that person who's going from Denver to Colorado Springs can take this package, do the delivery for you. That person going anyway to Colorado Springs. But then we kill the middleman, which is FedEx. FedEx is centralized. You are a sender, there is a receiver. We go to FedEx. FedEx take from you, give it to them. So that's another example. There are many examples of centralized. Almost everything is centralized finance. So we come up with an idea with this decentralized finance, and then do a presentation similar to this presentation. Then do similar presentation here. Like here is my presentation, decentralized ETF. Talk about monetizing, talk about the market size, talk about monetizing. So look how I did here. So please do this, work with the group. So in a discussion, you are by yourself and you try to form a group. Hey guys, I have an idea from going from centralized finance to decentralized, and try to form a group, 2 to 3 students. And then what I want you to do, the group, is to record a video with the slides. Same way I did with the decentralized finance. I hope you enjoy this activity. Thank you so much.